starting subject. So the way the new contract is going to work, we did have to make some modifications. We had to kind of go back to our roots with V1. We ended up changing the contract. We actually rebuilt the V1 contract because of the time frame that we're looking for, which is actually working incredible. We tested it and tested it and tested it, make sure that everything worked awesome. But some of the implementations and things that we had to change because of it. So the issue with the last contract was the fact that there wasn't a way to do a mass distribution using the reflection of choice feature. That's where everything went sideways. It couldn't really figure out the logic behind the amount of rewards that had to go out to people using the automated feature. So that was the one thing that messed up everything with the last contract. The new contract, like I said, it's a version of V1 that's been completely improved with a couple cool features. So the first thing, I guess, because of the community and everything that, I guess, getting y'all's feedback, we are actually going to keep the 1 hour lottery and also have a 10K lottery. So we're going to have the best of both worlds. So there will be an hourly lottery going on for the life of the contract, which we will do the 10K lottery, whenever the wallet gets built up. We'll do a live drawing giveaway on camera, which will be also very fun. We will have the ability to manually claim your rewards now, which is pretty cool. You'll actually be able to connect to the DApp, see your rewards, see what you have pending. You can manually claim it, or you can wait for it to come in automatically. So that's a pretty nice feature. What else is it? Any other things about the new contract?
The conversion rate I see Mike in here, and that was always a topic of his, how it converted and the impact on the chart. That has been redone, right? The gas issue that was associated with that. Correct, Brian?
Oh, yeah, all that's been corrected, and it's been modified to actually work extremely well, extremely sufficient. So, Mike, I know I've seen you in here as well. That issue, like we had prior with the old contract, where we would kind of dump the chart, that will no longer be a thing. It converts a lot better.
And since we weren't able to, because we had a choice of, okay, do we keep the reflect in any BSC token, whatever you guys wanted to choose, with the possibility of a contract break in a day, in a week, in a year, or do we go with something that's proven to be stable, fix the issues in the sense of the conversion rate, and then create our own swap right on our website, right on the DApp, so that when you go in, you can swap for whatever token on the BSC yourself, then we have a stable contract. And that's where we had to decide to, go with a stable contract. So we're not doing this in a week, and that's the biggest part. The BUSD, that's not a bad coin to reflect in, honestly. And then I know we talked about, getting tax-free glow before, right? Be able to reflect in that, where we'll, in an undisclosed date, we'll offer we'll call it a glow day, where we can offer, tax-free glow, where if you saved up your BUSD or whatever, you can purchase glow to tax-free on that date. Obviously, we're not going to tell people the date until the day of. So,
great idea as well.
Yep, and just going off of what Adam just said, so we are going to actually have a swap feature on the DApp, where you can go in there and pick any token of choice and just swap your BUSD or BNB for whatever token that you'd want. This is a one-stop shop. You can just go in there, swap it, and you'll see it go to your wallet. So that's something that we are going to have implemented. Anything else that I'm forgetting about the new contract?
I don't think so, Brian. I just wanted to mention or clarify for everybody. You talked about the ability to claim your own or claim your pending rewards, and then there's the waiting for the rewards to pay out to you. I think the first scenario is you're claiming it, but you're paying the gas. Whereas if you're waiting, the gas is included in the transfer. Is that right?
That is correct. So you can go ahead and pay the gas to get your rewards to go in faster, which the payout and the speed of the rewards actually going out to everyone is going to be a lot faster. But you can, if you are on the time crunch, you see your pending rewards, you can do a manual claim. So that is something that will be able to be done.
Sounds good.
All right. Now they are ready for the fun part, the news. Come on, I got to see some excitement here. Anybody?
Come on, guys. Let's hit it. Hey, Dave.
There's Dave.
As I'm wearing in my profile picture, just so you know.
Nice.
Legit,
Dave.
I love it.
So, as everybody knows, we've been working a deal with SafeMoon. Well, SafeMoon finally has presented us a formal offer. It actually came in yesterday evening, and we will have a partnership agreement with them, which is going to be I wish I had the notes in front of me, but it's going to consist of us actually being on billboards with them, being listed in their swap and in their wallet and in the exchange when it comes out. It's a full-blown partnership. All we got to do is just ink the paperwork, but yes, we will be partnered with SafeMoon.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
Woo!
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. They've given us a couple of scenarios of the volume when they threw a new token on their swap.
Freaking time you done said it. We all knew it was coming. You just wouldn't say it.
I had to have the offer in hand before I could ever say anything. This has been it's been a long process, and it's paid out. I mean, they are good people. We have talked with them quite a bit, and they actually offered listing us. They're listing us for completely free.
Yep.
I mean, they want nothing in return of it. They're super good people. They love our charity. They love our token. They love the transparency of the project. They love our community. So also the benefits. So we'll be on their billboards. We'll actually have a feature in their Sunday AMAs, which will be pretty big.
All monthly now.
Wow.
We will be.
No friggin' way.
Yeah, this is just going to change the game completely. Like we're really, really excited, as you can tell.
We'll be on their billboards, Chicago, New York. I think Las Vegas. They had some. Utah, obviously, on the main strip in Utah, and other major cities throughout the U.S. that they're already on.
So.
And I wanted Dave to talk because Dave had some amazing numbers that I want him to share out.
Oh, it kind of gets back to when we were talking to them, and they said, they kind of said, we're going to put you on our swap, and they said we did this for a token the other night, and within 24 hours they had 1.3 million in volume. So that's like 2.5 of the highest volume we've ever had since we launched V1. And we were all extremely happy with the volume that happened. I think it was like close to 600K. So we're just sitting here going, holy crap. Like without him, and that was without any promotion. Like they didn't even promote the thing, and we're going to get all the promotion, right, from SafeMoon along with this listing. So,
personalized tweets. I mean, not just like some, we're combining a bunch of other coins. It's just personalized for us. And
Wow. That is definitely huge. If we're going to be featured on their AMAs, that is like direct exposure to like their community about like our token and the tweets too. So yeah, definitely
So
looking.
people who aren't aware of how Safe Moon Sunday is, so their AMAs usually consist of anywhere between 20 to 30,000 people watching it every Sunday, just to give y'all an idea.
And we still have, working with the company that got us on national television in New York, we worked with them, and when we had this last meeting with SafeMoon, we'd extended that, invite to them as well. Like, hey, you're more than welcome to come with us if you guys want to for the next interview. And so that might be a possibility too, And then we're also still working with their design department, the company from New York, to get on the billboards there. They also have, I guess, double-sided sidewalk signs or something like that we're going to be on as well. They've extended their hand and graced us with that.
I actually can post. I actually have a picture of the other signs, the sidewalk signs. I don't know if I could break it apart right now because it's a PDF form, but I'll see if I can't get a picture and post it in the chat. It's going to be 50 different signs throughout Manhattan that will be on.
Talking about the billboards right now?
You're new to the street, that the package they threw together, and that we've invited Safe Moon to be on there as well with us.
All right. Questions, anybody? Oh, the biggest thing that everybody's probably wondering. How about launch? When launch?
When launch? When Lambo?
Okay, so
you answered the when Lambo question, so that's good.
So as everybody could tell by my message last night, the BSC network, the block data went completely out all night long. So that put a damper on being able to finalize all the testing. So we ran more and more thorough tests this morning just to make sure that everything was good, because we could actually watch it as it's happening, just for the finalization. We got the test complete, and as y'all could probably see, the airdrops are going out, and official launch is going to be tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Fantastic.
So I probably should have told y'all that.
I just want to give you guys a lot of props. This project's still only 2 months old. It'll be 2 months old here in a few days, and all this is really come a long ways in just 60 days. I mean, this is pretty amazing.
Yes.
This might be the huge turning points that we've all been waiting for.
Oh, it's definitely going to be that. Like I said, we've got an incredible opportunity that was literally emailed to us last night. We about had a heart attack. I almost cried when I seen the email come in.
And Brian, in the interview, he couldn't help but smile like a little kid. He really is just. And they're like,
hey,
really?
Me right now, I can't help but smile just to even talk about it. I mean,
it's awesome.
We had the verbal over the interview, but now to actually see it in writing right in front of me is a whole different ball game. It's a pretty sweet opportunity, and I mean they're just good people. I mean, yeah, I can't give full details, but y'all have no idea what they're actually offering us. It's just amazing.
So I gotta say,
I just want to say one thing. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Congratulations to you guys for continually doing what's best for everyone and continually being here with us through everything you guys done. You deserve this 100%. So congratulations.
No, thank you. Listen, just as much back to you because, you know, you stuck with us through everything, right? We've made it through a couple major crises recently, you know, as a team, as a team that all respect each other, and as a community that we have the utmost respect for, because look, you guys have stuck with us through all of this. You know, we had to describe this whole situation to Safe Moon, and, you know, they basically just said, look, you guys are doing it the right way. We love your charity component, and you're the type of partners that we want at Safe Moon. So, you know, thank you for thanking us, but also thank you guys because you're part of this. And without the whole community, it just wouldn't have been possible at all.
I'm talking about the humility that you guys have is just unprecedented. So that's why you guys deserve it.
All of us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks
to every one of you.
As a pre-sale holder since version 1 originally, all I have to say is when for GT40.
That's a new one right there.
I heard that one.
Hey, I just want to thank you guys too for. I know a lot of you guys ask questions on the regular, and thank you for being patient with us while we try to get back to you. You know, we're getting pulled all over the creation right now, and some of them we don't know all the answers to, and we're trying to figure them out for you. So thank you guys for sticking by us when we're in there trying to help you every day.
I appreciate it.
And
There's a lot of things
Mike, your mic's messed up.
Huh?
I think your mic is messed up.
Oh, how about now? So bad?
Better, yeah. Whatever you did.
Okay. So there's still a lot of things that we try to keep the mods in the loop as best as we can, but there's a lot of things that that they're made aware of, but they're not technically allowed to say anything because of the disclosure agreement. We have to have things written in stone before we get people's hopes up. So I appreciate the mods for being able to stay there with us, and you hear the stuff in the manner of secrecy, and which is, I guess that's not really the best way to put it, but I appreciate you not letting the cat out of the bag, letting us have this moment on the camera, answering questions, being patient with us. I do apologize for the delay today. It wasn't expected. I thought we were going to go live today, but last night, like I said, caught us completely off guard. But yeah, I appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all have put in time, dedication. Y'all have answered questions when we can't watch the chat. During the testing periods, we got multiple screens going on, and none of which, we can reply back to the members of the community because we have to stay focused during this, specific period. Now things have eased up quite a bit, so we're here now. We're here for y'all as much as we can now. Majority of the stuff is completely finished. All we got to do now is update everything, which is another fun part.
Yeah.
The delay, we said from the start, we would rather have it that works and thoroughly test it than just rush something and try to get it out to people. That was the biggest thing. It's quality, not quantity, in everything that we try to do. And so we appreciate you guys, being with us, sticking with us, really big. So, and helping one another, right? It makes our jobs easier. It makes the mods' jobs easier when we all work together. That's how we're going to grow. We're going to keep growing as we go forward. So.
Adam was combing through the code, making sure, things were looking good. Late in the night.
All of us. We sat there and tested nonstop, and then we would sit there and compare the numbers and the rewards, make sure everyone was getting their rewards in the right order and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, rewards. Let's talk about rewards for a second. Let's see. So here's a quick scenario for you. So if you're holding 500 billion. If you're holding 500 billion glow, and we managed to get this 1.3 million of trade volume, you can expect to see $144 for a day. If that was sustained over a month, you'd be looking at 43.93, and if it sustained that for a year, you're looking at a pretty decent, not too bad a salary, honestly. So listen, we're excited. This is what a big part of our coin is about, is rewarding everybody who's holding low, and hopefully, we'll all be seeing some of these rewards coming in very, very soon.
Yeah.
And, the biggest part of this is, guys, y'all don't realize this, but this is going to be huge for our charity. That's the thing that I'm most excited about. We'll actually be able to do real good with the numbers that we will be able to raise. It's a proud moment for everyone. I mean, it's amazing. Again, thank all of you for sticking with us, sticking beside us, helping out every opportunity. I see it in the chat. I am very, very, very blessed. Thank you, guys.
One quick go back too. I know that we were talking a little bit about the contract, but also there was another quick note about the potential of buyback and burns as another option down the road. Pretty soon, a couple months, right?
Yeah, so there is going to be a buyback and burn. I won't tell y'all when it's going to happen. Just to get that out there, I can't honestly, I cannot tell y'all when it's going to happen. But when we get the full blown liquidity back from not only the last contract but the the V1 liquidity, there will be buyback and burns. So
it's not when Lambo, it's when BBB.
Pretty much.
Yes. Equals when Lambo. A new equation.
When Pinto. I mean. Oh.
I do want to say one thing too, just for everybody listening. If you guys have talked to your friends about this, right? Now you know the news, right? So if you want your friends to benefit too, get them in early.
Absolutely.
Does anybody have any questions? Anybody?
Silent, just living in the bliss. That's how I felt too when I heard.
Cool. Am I? Brian, should we also talk about the new design that we got coming up?
Oh yeah, let's turn it to the dev team. Dev team, jump up here.
So as of right now, because of the new logo and the whole new branding, we also started building a new dashboard app and a new website design. Let me get them up for you so everyone can see them. And what would be nice if people could give feedback to it, I can drop the files in the main chat and people can look at it. Let me share my screen. There you go.
That would be so big.
Beautiful.
If that works out. 30,000.
Magnus.
So there you go. This is the homepage as of right now. It's way cleaner. It looks nicer. It's more organized. But yeah, if there's any changes or you think something needs to be different, just tell me. I can change it instantly. This is the About Us page, where you can see who and what their information is.
There's Calvin.
The roadmap. There's me, yeah. This is the roadmap that we have at the moment. We're going to change this probably to a slider, so we have more phases and you can see the history of the coin. Then we also have the white paper version. And most importantly, the dashboard. And it looks totally different from the old one. So you have our social medias on the side. You have your wallet address that you can put in manually. You have the calculator. You have the real-time PooCoin chart. And then eventually we're also going to add on other stuff to it. But this is just the first version that we made. And then we also have the mobile versions already up and running that we want to build. This is the mobile version of the homepage. Just a smaller version of it, basically. And then we have the nav bar that's going to be built in. Super clean, super simple. The About Us. And, of course, the most important part, the Dashboard app. So yeah, that's what the dev team is going to work on. And once that's all up and running, we're going to put them live and everyone can use them.
I think it's beautiful. I think you did a great job.
I think
I do have to say, I did get a friend of mine to build the design because he's way better into it. So I do have to give him props, but it looks super clean and super nice. The way he built it is exactly how I wanted it to be. So is there any...
Another thing is features will be added to everything in the future because this was based on the old contract. So some features are not actually included into the dashboard, for example. So
correct.
It will change a little bit, but it will keep the same theme. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. If anybody has any ideas, suggestions, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be with just this. It could be anything. There is that button that pops up, and you'll see it in the chat. Ideas, suggestions. Just a chat, private chat. Just post whatever in there that for an idea or suggestion, and we take that serious here. And we'll try to compensate, or I'll just try to compliment anybody's ideas.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload these PDFs so everyone can look at them individually. If you have any feedback or you want to add anything onto it, you could DM me privately or you could send it in the ID group. That way we can work on it and check on it if we really need it and if it's something that, you know, we're missing out on.
Yep, that's
Then
awesome.
I do see a different question. It's not for head development, but it's, will Liquidity be in BNB again?
Yes, it will be in BNB again.
There's your answer to you.
Yeah, it kind of has to be for the start. Eventually, you can migrate BUSD in there, but for start, it has to start in BUSD. All right, BNB. My bad. Tongue-tied.
Additional BUSD pair can be paired with it in the future. Like obviously not right now, but it's always an option in the future.
I have a question.
Yes.
So are we going to have the D app ready by tomorrow, like for the regular website, on the regular website?
Yes, it will be up and running, but it will be the old design. Yeah. We'll try and get the functions that are on the new contract. We're going to try and add them to it. It will take a bit of time, but we're going to use the old design first, so people can still use it.
I will elaborate a little bit on that as soon as I get the new ABI. We'll work as soon as the new ABI gets posted, and Brian will let me know when this happens. We'll work as fast as possible to get the old website as it is right now to be working with the new contract. This is excluding the swapping your rewards tokens, because that's just not a function in the new contract as of yet.
Cool.
And for the people that want to know what the ABI file is, it's simply a file with all the functions into it that we could use in the contract.
You know,
Basically, a way for us to interact with the blockchain, and actually get you guys to do stuff with your tokens without any hassle.
I feel like I've been left out of the chat room for too long.
Are there any other questions? Development-wise or just general-wise?
So concerning the SafeMoon news that we are all happy about, do we have any dates yet? Like when they are going to start, with us?
We'll discuss that end of next week. The biggest thing was just getting the launch done so we could actually talk dates. So that is honestly is waiting on us now to actually schedule dates, times, detailed ends of everything. So we will definitely be getting that to you as quick as possible.
Okay, sweet.
Is there any other questions people have?
any ideas, suggestions anybody can think of? Then they'd like to see.
How many people hold the keys to the contract?
All of us.
Right now, it's only going to be me.
I knew he was in here somewhere.
Technically,
It's me. But it's gonna be Brian.
Brian
Right
just
now-
dropped them right in the main chat, so everybody can take it.
Right now, it better be Daisy.
Yeah, but it will be me.
Come on, bro. You'll be right in Brian's hand real soon.
Hey, don't add LP while Daisy's got it, man. I don't need that scam coming. You know what I mean?
Right?
P&B.
Daisy's sneaky during testing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we'll test on the main. It's like, all right. Well, I
He's
just
the only
went.
guy- He's the only guy in the history of the BSC I've ever seen can turn test debt into real B&B. I don't get it.
I see why he wants to do testing on contracts on the main net.
Ooh,
He collects all of our B&B.
Yeah, it's a rug pull every
The
time he
reason
tests
why
one,
we
right?
did that is because when you test rewards contracts, especially dividend rewards contracts on the test net, it doesn't work properly.
Right.
No, it doesn't.
You got to test it on the main net. I don't think we took too much of it. We didn't really lose anything, did we? Like, testing? No, right?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I lost like 2.2 B&B, but I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
That's nice.
it's all good.
Doing it. And Brian's like, you know what's funny, guys? And we're like, what's that? He's like, yeah, you guys are using your personal money. That's what he was like, dude.
Right. Well, congrats, guys. I'm glad you got that to work out, too, with SafeMoon.
I appreciate it, Rob. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else got questions?
For people that don't know, just the FYI, World Seekers, they're having their V2 come out. Pre-sale is coming up very soon. And that just reminded me, I forgot to actually sign up for the pre-sale. I got the list somewhere.
Did you send your tokens in?
I did do that. I got to find Remy's message earlier.
Rob, I get a bag for that too, right? I get some peak tokens or what?
Yeah, I got some test nets, see.
Oh, dude, it's a trap, Rob.
I'll send you a whole bag of B1.
Let's see. Boy, that wind is kicking.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's the wind.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting that over here. We're expecting a blizzard up by New York, so it's gonna be fun.
Uh-oh, what did I do?
Hey, Calvin, can I get you to send me some messages after with the website stuff?
Sure.
Awesome. We'll
That's
chat.
possible. Sure.
Hey, Brian. Got just a couple of questions, right?
Brian.
Oh, yes, sir. What you got?
Lottery's going to run.
Can't hear, brother.
Hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Sorry, yeah. So does that mean there's going to be two lottery wallets, so to speak, or just the one and it's going to pay out a certain amount every hour?
So the one that's going to pay out hourly is going to be a function that's built into the contract. The B&B actually builds inside of the contract and never goes to a physical wallet, and it just sends out once the hour time frame hits, and then it goes to somebody. There's only going to be one lottery wallet, and that's going to be. We'll put a tracker on it, show people the wallet. It's going to have a certain allotted amount of tokens in it, and that's going to be the 10K lottery wallet.
Lovely. And what was the other thing? Are you still hopeful for an 8 zeros and a 3 launch price?
I am.
Fantastic. Yeah. Instant profit. Nice.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Even on a red week, you'll still come out green.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just wanted to say well done to everybody. I know it's been, even I've been putting some questions in, which, just it's worth asking because, like I said, if I'm thinking it, other people might be. But congratulations to everybody involved. It's been, this is the best I think anybody could have hoped for out of the tribulations that have happened over V1 and V2. So well done, all.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Paul. Mike. Paul.
No worries. I'm glad I 10 times my investment.
Oh. Any other questions?
Well, we do have another, just to kind of do an announcement. We generally have our AMA on Saturdays. Tomorrow's time will actually be, we'll probably just schedule it around the time of the launch. So that way we'll be available as the coin goes live. So it'll be probably an hour earlier, right?
Yeah, we'll most likely not have any kind of updates really. It's just going to be there, or we'll be there just to, talk people through anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, the pre-sale sold out. Good job, Rob.
Nice.
I finally refound the document and it's gone.
Good. Well, thank you, everyone. We appreciate your patience. If you have not received your tokens yet, they are still processing. We are about a quarter of a way through. You can always check BSC scan to see where we're at and see if your wallet's posting or see how many, how far we are along.
We're exactly 1,000 holders. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So getting there. So go check and make sure you've added the new token to your wallet and just refresh again in a couple hours and they should be there.
And the airdrops are moving faster than they were last time. That doesn't mean it there's a lot of variables in it, so hopefully it stays that way, but we'll still plan on launch tomorrow, so tomorrow morning.
It didn't stay that way, but we're ahead of schedule, so it's fine. They were rolling out about 20, no, not quite 20, about 12 to 13 a minute. Now it's back down to 6. You can definitely tell the high traffic times of the day. Transactions tend to process the later in the day. But yeah, we'll still be on schedule even at that. Everything should be done by about 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern time. If y'all haven't received y'all's coins by then, always feel free to DM me. I'm always available. Oh, never mind. I totally read that number wrong. We're at 1,240. Where did I see 1,000 at? Boy, I need to get some sleep. All right. Anybody got anything else?
I just want to thank you guys for all the hard work you guys put in, especially the long hours the last few weeks. And then I know you didn't have to do it, but that 8% airdrop, it's a lot. And just want to say thank you for everybody who's here and who's not here. And sorry about the screaming in the background.
That was mainly thank me. It wasn't really Brian. It was just me.
I'm just glad that I was know that we were actually able to come up with the coins to do this for y'all. I mean, it's something we wanted to do because we truly love our community, and we felt so guilty that the contract broke. So I was just happy that we were able to give that back. Y'all are very, very welcome. Thank y'all for being patient.
Definitely
Brian.
worth it. I will say that much. Definitely worth it.
Thank you. What was that, Gav? I seen you pop up there for a second.
When are you going to come over to the 411 and do an AMA for us about your projects?
I'm actually now that things are underway. When is y'all's next AMA? Y'all gotta start doing y'all's meetings before 9 o'clock at night. You're gonna get me killed by my wife.
Well, send Kimmy over then. I'd rather listen to her.
I'm gonna have to move to the West Coast to keep up with y'all's time.
Adam, you look stressed out there. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Just
He's
long
sleepy.
Yeah, just long hours, and then I'm on call for work right now, so I'll probably have to work later today. So, just trying to get as much done. I mean, now that we have a new contract, now it's going through everything and deleting the old one, deleting the old stuff, so people don't get confused. Just trying to reduce the confusion as much as possible. So,
yeah,
really a lot of work. Just because one thing's done, I mean, work never stops, right?
Well, it's done now, isn't it? Hopefully, this is the end of it. Forward.
Yeah, with the contract stuff. Yeah, exactly.
So still lots of moving pieces, lots of updates we still got to do, and yeah, there's always lots for us to do. And if we have nothing to do, Adam makes sure we have something to do.
For real. I am a driver. I don't really. I don't keep quiet. Calvin showed me the picture of the website, like what he's working on. I'm like, okay, what about this and add that and then do this? Like that's just. I said I'll have a whole desk in the morning.
I still haven't seen it though. Where is it?
Hey, I gave you some ideas. Shoot.
So, Calvin, what you got to learn is there is a mute button on here, and when Adam goes on his rant, you just flip that little switch, and then once you see his mouth stop moving, you just flip it back off.
This guy. So that's how you've been doing it, Brian. I see how it is.
Only for months now. Just don't tell him.
Dirty tricks.
I thought
I know what you're
you only did it with me.
Is the price the same? Someone just asked me. No, it's higher.
It's going to get a lot higher. It's going to get a lot higher. Just hang on, man. It's going to go.
Look at Speedy
a
J.
lot higher. Yeah.
Jay just got the reply that quick. Everyone, we are going to start trying to migrate to the Discord. Not right now, but just know it's coming to the future. The Discord's just cleaner, easier to work with, easier to navigate, easier for us to keep track of all the stuff we have going on versus being in the Telegram. So just keep that in mind. Don't worry about it right now, but it is coming up. So if you haven't made your way to the Discord, now's as good of time as any to move that way.
There's a link in the chat if you want to join.
And then, and I said, as a community, we grow, and we do. We rely on everybody here. We rely on everybody helping one another and just treating each other with respect. So same thing with that Discord. If you see somebody on here, or you know somebody who got involved, if you can just say, hey, join the Discord. So it just makes that transition easier. Now, we'll always offer support, right? Because this is still a platform. Like, offer support on everything, but that's, like Brian said, we want to try to switch over as much as possible.
Because are you going to buy more? And I was like, yes. 1 trillion, maybe 2. Depends on my other investments. But I'm going to try to double down on Glow. This will make me millions. This is my boss.
Boss G, just quick question. Thank you so much. I did receive my tokens. I know it's going to take some time for the value to show up, but do I supposed to wait till the value show up to get the BUSD?
No. You don't have to wait for the value for the BUSD. Totally different entity. The value only shows once, or technically it will have a value, but it may not show into your Trust Wallet or MetaMask because they get their data from CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. So we got to get CoinGecko, they still have to get on their P's and Q's about getting things in order, but CMC, it will be pretty shortly that we'll have that updated.
Got it. So once they get updated, then it should reflect in my BUSD.
Your BUSD will start coming in regardless.
Yeah. BUSD is the reward token.
Okay.
So
Brian, you and I talked. I didn't receive the BUSD from my Glow.
Oh, it's been broken. That's why we're launching the new contract in the morning.
Got it. Okay, so
the reward system has been off for about 5 days now. I think somewhere around in there. I had to turn it off because it had a mind of its own. So that's when we got this contract developed, and that's why we're going to the new contract in the morning. But the airdrops are going out right now, so everybody should have that. This contract is 100% tested, fully functional. It's beautiful. Everybody, I think y'all will really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. Thank you so much. I saw the increase on my token. Thank you. I was super excited. Like, oh my God. But I know the BUSD I was just wondering about. So I just wait for the BUSD. It's not a big deal. I just don't know how much I gained from it. But yeah, I was just wondering. So I'll just wait. Maybe it just takes some time.
Oh, the BUSD is gonna, like I said, the reward system's been broke, so it hasn't sent out any BUSD. So we were only able to give extra tokens to try to make up for the fact that the BUSD aspect of the contract got broken.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. Hope you're good.
All right. It is actually, yeah, it's pumping out a lot faster. We're already up to 1,300 addresses. So the airdrop should be done pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
We're at 20%. So.
You know, and last night when we were testing with the BSC having issues, lagging and stuff like that, we're like, oh, shoot, it's going to delay us even further. So it's nice to see it being pushed out. The airdrops faster now. Just expedites stuff along. So, something's got to go our way. You keep working hard and you just keep at it, and eventually something will go your way.
I mean, it was last night, 9 o'clock on the dot Eastern time. BSC just crapped out. It didn't start working again until after midnight, and it worked for about an hour before it went out. So we're like, come on.
We have one quick question from Lewis. This is about the lottery, since now we have the split system where there is the hourly lottery and then also the larger wallet. He's asking, what is the minimum qualification to join a lottery?
Okay, so the qualify, we still haven't really got a number on it. I'm going to have to set it as a token amount. I'm going to try to keep it for the hourly lottery somewhere around, I don't know, $20 or so, because it's, it's an hourly lottery. That's a lifetime of the token. But I have to actually manually adjust the updated price as it's coming out. So that one's going to be a little bit challenged as far as that goes. To qualify for the 10K lottery, you're looking at a minimum of around 10 billion tokens for right now. Eventually, when the price goes up, we'll make an equivalent of around $50. So that's kind of where we sit at the moment with that. I don't know if that answered the.
I'll also watch back and retype all these notes and then post it as FAQs in case anyone misses out the details.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's a challenging thing. It's a challenging question to ask, but yeah. So basically, for the hourly, $20 worth of glow, which will come up with a token amount that's close to that. Again, for the big lottery, we're going to look at least 10 billion if the price stays where we're at right now. As it goes up, we'll lower the qualifications to keep it around $50 entry.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why he's got to convert it to a token is because the contract can't read dollar values. It can read coin values, coin amounts, but it can't read, can't tell who has $50 worth in their wallet. So that's where Brian will have to, do the calculation himself at the time of it and make sure and stuff like that. But that's the only reason why.
I'm pretty good at keeping up with it. So. Any other questions?
Is the transfer tax staying at 0%?
It is.
Sweet.
I want to make sure that if anybody ever has a compromised wallet, that they don't have to, have that kind of a headache to have to lose, 15% of their tokens just to get out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
So we're keeping it at 0.
Thinking of gifting some as well.
Me?
That is great.
You're gonna give it to me, Mike?
If you fall on hard times, mate, yeah, I'll help you.
What'd you say, Steve?
Yeah, I was saying I had no idea they had brought down the transfer tax to 0%. That is definitely good. I wanted to transfer my stuff, but I was like, 15%. But yeah, it's
Yep.
good.
All
Have
right.
you got hold of 9.9 trillion man yet?
Nope.
No,
Damn.
I have no idea who that is.
So,
Well,
and then
they're gonna.
what we'll have to do is when he contacts us or she contacts us, we'll pay them out. It's one thing we stand by is our word. It's just we're unable to until they contact us. So their coins are there, waiting. Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
keep.
so
I think just periodically posting, hey, wallet number, whatever, contact us. So.
yeah. Yep. So as soon as he contacts us, he'll have, I think it's somewhere around like 796 billion going his way. So I'm sure if he actually knew that, he might would reach out. That's a nice little chunk that he's that he's missing
The wallet's
because
pretty big. After we saw it, it has a
I
couple
know.
hundred tokens just sitting in there. So even I'm not sure how frequently they check, but hopefully they'll come back to us. They are definitely very into crypto.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. I actually have to use the restroom. So I'm gonna step off camera for a minute.
I know this question's kind of coming kind of late, but I did have a question not regarding Glow, but as crypto as a whole. But I don't know if you want to. I'll wait till you go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Well, I might be able to help you too there, Anthony.
All right. Well, so the President of the United States has announced that there will be new tax laws and whatnot applied to crypto and also furthering their involvement with crypto altogether. Okay, and so they're like upping, which doesn't quite make any sense because everything on the blockchain is completely visible, so they can see what's going on. So there's no really need to monitor it. But he's insisting that this is a matter of national security, that the government needs to actually start monitoring transactions and whatnot on the mainly actually the Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it goes all of that kind of inclusive. Does that affect your what the company, what Glow plans to do in the future?
Death Moon?
No, I don't think because one, I think cryptocurrency, right? Regulation to some extent is good for cryptocurrency, especially as early investors, because without regulation, we don't know the rules that we play by, right? Because we still revolve around a world that relies on fiat, right? And it's when you work cryptocurrency with fiat, so we need some kind of regulation. That anybody that follows Bitboy Crypto, he went and talked to the Texas House of Representatives and stuff like that, because we do need to know the guidelines so that we can stay within them. So now, a matter of national security, you got to remember world governments, they want their cut, right? Just like they want their taxes. So that's some of it too. They factor that in. But it doesn't change, Glow and what were our objectives and our plans for the company, because we decided to be a legit company, not just some coin when we became an LLC, right? That's what we want. We want to have real headquarters. In doing so, you're playing by the government's laws. In doing so, you're in a way decentralized. That's what cryptocurrency is a decentralized, monetary system. But there is a lot of centralization in it. You look at all like Binance, or you look at Crypto.com or Coinbase. Those are all centralized exchanges. They work within the laws of the government. So it's not necessarily bad. It's just when there's overreach and the government tries to control it as a whole, that it turns away from, being as profitable as it started out to be. For being an early investor in it, you have the upper hand because it's kind of like the Wild West. People that, when the U.S. was started, they moved out west and they got to stake their own land. And then eventually the government came in and controlled all that stuff. So I don't see it as being a bad thing. I see it as possibly a good thing, as long as both parties are protected, us as investors, and the government makes it very clear of the guidelines that need to be followed, whether through tax or regulation. So,
Brian, what's your take on it?
I never got to hear the question. Or the whole question, anyway.
Well, Adam was saying, it could be good or bad depending on how they do it, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because you're already an official company, in the United States. So, but the president has announced that gave some speech about how they wanted to start kind of like regulating and monitoring the cryptocurrency as a whole. Now he named Bitcoin and Ethereum and a few others, the major, but he was he mentioned crypto as a whole, so all of crypto, and they wanted to try to regulate it and monitor it, and and I was saying, if they do, because they kind of don't have that power, but they kind of do.
Actually, to be answering your question, Anthony, the main currency bank already accepted crypto. So it's kind of impossible for just a president not to blame or to be rude to Joe Biden, but he don't have that power because he's not the world president. He's just the president of America. So it's kind of impossible for him.
No.
And regulation isn't to be confused with banning. Like regulation, like I said, is a positive thing, depending on which way you look at it. If you're a truly decentralized person and you want to start a whole new world order with DeFi, that's what DeFi is, decentralized finance. Like I get it, but like I said, we still live in a world where you can't go to Target and buy with Bitcoin, right? So you need fiat. There has to be, you have to work hand in hand with the political spectrum. And that's where regulation is good. Like I said, it's guidelines to say, okay, this is what I can expect to pay for taxes. Where like right now, you're like, oh shoot, well, how much am I going to pay for taxes? I don't even know. Like, are they going to give me for taxes? Are they not? And that's where if you know, it's better than a surprise.
And if I'm not mistaken, we are built on the Binance platform because we are a Binance coin. So even if Bitcoin or something happens to Bitcoin, we're still up and running because we belong to Binance.
Well, I think, all right, so I guess where this kind of goes, of course they want to regulate it. Is it possible? Maybe. It's a worldwide cryptocurrency. I mean, it's a worldwide currency. I don't know how much regulation they can actually do, even in the U.S.
Well, it's more than just regulation. Like I didn't tell the whole story. I mean, it's probably better if y'all just go look it up and look it yourself. But the whole of it, like they were considering making basically their own trading platform, and even using like the Federal Reserves to, it was like a bunch of craziness involved into it. Like but it all involves monitoring and regulating crypto, and one of the way to do that is become one of the major exchanges that people use, and that's one of the ways they plan on regulating it. And now they won't be able to do it worldwide, but in America, if we become a platform that people use faithfully or even regularly, that's one way they can regulate it. And that right there could be a very good or very bad thing, and that's why I wanted to hear your opinion on it. Because they just announced that was it yesterday or today or yesterday, something like that.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. Like I said, I don't think it would necessarily be a bad thing, because honestly, crypto is one of the best things out there. Decentralized financing is a whole new way of finance, and it seems to be, more personable. It's the next best thing. Of course, I can see them wanting to do a exchange themselves. Uh, right now, they're just trying to find any way to make an extra dollar, because of the amount of money that has been spent in the last couple of years has really taken a toll on the debt for the U.S. So I definitely see them trying to explore this aspect. But again, I don't think, even with
Your mic is kind of.
I'm trying to think the best way to put it. So it's something that may happen, but it's not going to happen within a near time frame. I just don't think it can happen. I don't think they can find a way to regulate the whole U.S. Um,
Well, see, they've been working on what's called a CDBC. Anybody that doesn't know what that is, that's pretty much their digital dollar. China has worked on theirs too, digital yuan. So they want to have their own. Now, it would be a stable coin, obviously, right? But it's control, it's regulation. But
It's
yeah,
all about taxation.
exactly. That's what
exactly is what it is.
It's taxation and control. What the governments don't like is the fact that Joe Bloggs can go make a shit ton of money somewhere and they don't know about it and they can't take a cut. So whilst Joe Biden has come out and said these things, the Bank of England have also, every government is discussing making their own digital coin, because it's why they don't like cash, because they can't see the transactions and they do not like that. So it's all about making the money and control.
I know a lot of people don't know this, but they were actually considering making a digital dollar like 5 years ago, but they weren't really like super public about it. Like it was like in the thoughts and the make, because a lot of people, it's something you see in movies and stuff. Like, okay, like best example, freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's like, I transferred like 30,000 credits or 40,000 credits. It's like the similar, you know what I mean? Or anyone who ever played Mass Effect, like, all the money there is all digital. It's like a crypto digital thing that can't be replicated, but you know what I mean?
Most currencies already are digital when you think about it. It's only when you go to the ATM or cash point that you take out something, piece of paper or cotton or whatever it's made of these days. That's worth a piece of value, but the rest of it's digital, isn't it?
See, they're already planning on doing that. That's why I felt like this right here was the next step. Making their own platform is just another way to get closer to that. And, the whole point is to decentralize. But if the, governments start actually putting themselves in the midst of that and regulating it, even on a worldwide thing, you might not even know. It might become a worldwide regulation thing where all of, the whole masses of governments all come together and actually try to regulate it on a international level.
Yeah, it will. Yeah,
it will come.
And that's what I'm kind of like leading up to. It's just like right now, this is the beginning. They actually been talking about it for years now. For like half a decade, as far as I know, for like half a decade, and now they're actually talking about making, going a step further. And so even though you were saying that you don't see it happening within a few years, but you never know. A few years from now, it could be just that. And
it could be.
Yeah.
Think about it. So if they take away, the decentralizing of the financing, or the